think it's so cute. It's the best, you know what I mean?
It's a little longer in front.
It's like up but down, but it's really, do you like it?
Let's go. Make no excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Your time is running out. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done, it's about what you do.
We stayed up till 1:30. Sorry, Gina.
That was a look. That is
I can't cry because my eyes will get all messed up. This gift I give you today is only a small token of my appreciation for what you have given me with your heart this afternoon as we say our vows.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. It's from Walter's. That's where my ring's from. 45 years ago.
Marry me. Staying every day. Marry me. If I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe.
You look so handsome. Are you gonna start crying?
Not yet.
Aww. Look what Stevie got me.
What?
There is a flower and a sun and a cloud.
Which is raining?
Oh!
Words I love you, and you're beautiful.
Oh my god, I'm starting to get nervous. Alright,
Love has finally showed her my way. Marry me. Staying every day.
So what are you thinking about right now?
Who's all gonna be here? And excited to see everybody. So, in 30 minutes, it's happening.
You excited to see Gina?
Yes.
Good afternoon. In the name of the whole, the Geneva and Rao family, we welcome you here to celebrate this most special day of Stephen and Gina's Mr. and Mrs. Stephen and Gina Steve.
We wanted to do, I want to get a picture like this of the ring, like on my bouquet.
Getting it in.
Like anything was possible, hit cruise control and rub my eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I started tonight's civil Paris escorted by Mr. Daniel Geneva. And last but certainly not least, our regional honors celebrate this one behind this man, Mr. Gina Steve. And save your biggest ovation for our couple of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Stephen and Gina
So I vaguely remember the first time I encountered Steve, but I want to say it was August 2002 when I walked into his room at the AKL house that he shared with Rob, who was also in the corner. And so a few nights before, they decided to paint their room with whatever supplies they could find in the basement after drinking a case of Keystone Light. So the paint happened to be yellow parking lot paint that glowed in the dark. So my first thought was, who is this guy? My second thought was, oh God, I just made a huge mistake. So those of us that have spent a lot of time growing up with Steve obviously can testify that he's a lovable goof, and as Gina knows, the pokiest person we've probably ever met. So there's plenty of instances where he's used questionable judgments, aside from the not showering thing. Like the summer he decided to grow his hair out like Richard Simmons. The dirty mustache that would frighten any small child. The fact that he's ruined every nice piece of clothing he's ever owned in his life. Putting a live hamster in his mouth. Getting a spray tan, and then going to the gym and playing basketball and coming back looking like a cheetah. During the summer of 2010, Steve and I thought it was a great idea to swim across the cove at my parents' lake house. When we got to the other side, we were a little too hot, a little too overserved to swim back, so we started talking about life. And Steve brought up a new girl that he had met on a recent float trip, and I could sense something was different about this one. And I thought to myself, maybe this clown's finally growing up. A few months later, at a fraternity brother's wedding, I met Gina for the first time, and the three of us went to an outdoor restaurant at the Plaza in Kansas City. She stepped away for a minute, and I turned to Steve and I said, "It's about damn time." And then I said, "You better not mess this up," but I used a different word. And then I thought to myself, does this lovely woman know Steve? And then finally I thought, this is the one that he's gonna marry. Since meeting Gina, I've been fortunate enough to see them together on a lot of the time, getting to know her. Gina is obviously a kind, compassionate, beautiful woman. And just like Steve, she'll always go out of her way to help a friend or just to brighten someone's day. I have no doubt that they've met their match. Every time I'm around them, I can sense the happiness that Gina brings just from seeing Steve's face. When she walks into a room, everything seems to blend together and she's the only thing he sees. When Steve and Gina are together, it's clear that they've met their match. They stand together, they support each other, they love one another. I have no doubt that in 50 years they'll look at each other and reminisce about this day and be even more in love than they are right now. So let's raise our glasses to wish the happy couple health and happiness into many years to come. To Steve and Gina, congratulations.
When people think of sisters, many things come to mind. The love felt between not only sisters, but best friends. The long talks late into the night, which we do plenty of. And even the pure feeling of happiness you feel when the other is happy. Today is one of those days where I feel nothing but sheer happiness for my sister. Not only does Gina deserve the joy that Steve brings to her, but I know how she will bring happiness to him as well. She is one of the most generous and loving people I know. From the fun times Gina has had as kids, to the accomplishments that we have celebrated in our adult lives, I couldn't be more proud of my sister. I'm so very happy for Gina and Steve, and I don't feel like I'm losing a sister, I feel like I'm gaining a very special brother. Sorry. Gina, I think I speak for our entire family when I say that we wish you all the happiness that comes with the joys of marriage. Please join me as we raise our glass to toast this beautiful bride and groom. Cheers, everyone.
So my first experience of Gina was riding in a red Cavalier and going shopping. Anybody who's done these things with Gina knows that it can be a bit overwhelming. That's not a statement. So we didn't quite hit it off. I don't think we talked until that night of the event again. And luckily there were some cocktails there, and we ended up finding out that we have a ton of stuff in common. We have the same upbringing and family, and we became fast friends. There's a couple times that I remember specifically from Gina being on the 4th and 5th outfit. We'd finally get these girls out the door and in the car from the sorority house or our apartment, and Gina would get in the car, and then she would say, I forgot my ID, my cell phone, my lip gloss, whatever she wanted to make up that day. Go back upstairs. 5 minutes later, we're like, why can't she find the lip gloss? She's in her 7th outfit. We're like, seriously, Gina. She goes, you never know when I'm going to meet the man I'm going to marry. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this phrase over the last, we've known each other for a few years, I won't say how many. So it's very, the irony and how they met was they were on a float trip. And Gina takes this float trip with her St. Genevieve friends every year. But this one was one after she lost, It was the first one after she lost her friend Courtney. And it was kind of dedicated to her, so obviously the last thing on Gina's mind was anything about boys. She didn't have makeup on, she had her hair like right here on top of her head. And she pulls over to this riverbank. And on this riverbank, you can't miss this really tall guy, and to touch on what Josh said, he had this curly fro hair. Yeah, Richard Simmons hair. And his dog Jenny. And Gina said, okay, I'm gonna introduce myself to this boy, he's cute. And so they ended up talking at a bonfire that night, and Steve asked Gina for her number, and Gina says, well, yeah, you don't have anything to write it on, so if you can remember it, you can call me. And he did. Yes. So from that, they have a cute little nickname for each other. They call each other Bob. So if you hear them calling each other this, they're not confused. It's actually an acronym for Babe on Bank. Steve tied this in with the proposal by proposing to her on the Mississippi River bank under the arch. Steve, I was so excited when I got that call. He said he was getting his knee dirty, and I cried again. I was so excited. she told me about something they do, something they sit in called their elephant suits. An elephant suit is the old school great sweatshirts with, you know, the tight, like, elastic on the bottom, and they're oversized, and that's what they watch TV in.
Daniel, they're actually yours.
So they're Daniels, apparently. The cutest thing, she told me that when Steve's away traveling or when they're apart, they watch the same movie and they sit in their elephant suits. So that's when I really knew that you silly kids were just perfect for each other. She's also a great cook.
Yes.
And this was not always the case. Gina in college was not stopped by not having the ingredients for a recipe. She would still make it somehow. So I've eaten a lot of weird things. But she's turned out to be a really good creative cook, so you're welcome for that. I love you both. Congratulations. And if everybody could grab their glass one more time. Here's to a long, happy marriage and really nice girls.
I can see right through me and make it